Welcome, you fine folk. You're about to listen to one of the most dynamic recordings ever. We're a Connecticut-based podcast that will never ask for a Patreon. That's not what this is about. This is about recording, creativity, and imagination run loose in the time when those things are needed. Welcome to Dungeonetics. In our previous episode of Dungeonetics, the agents of Endurin have had enough. We're breaking into the Durin Keep and finding the vial, a constant thorn in our side, and Skeet gets to reunite with his fellow parental figure. But after today's episode, those lines will forever be etched in blood. Ooh, that was a good one. Thank you for listening to Dungeonetics. Enjoy the episode.
There's a good guess that stone would not be that far from where your father rests.
Alright, and how far are we?
Like across the courtyard?
So,
Right.
there's two ways from where the roost is to get to the keep. You can sneak down into the courtyard and follow him exactly. Or you can try and go in on the curtain wall to get to the keep. Unfortunately, that part of the curtain wall is ruined, so the patrols are mostly the front half. So you're going to have to make some climbing and athletics checks to make it through that rubble to get to the keep through the rubble.
Great. With a couple dragonborn.
Yes, and you would have to not be discovered a bunch of elephant and dragonborn.
Yeah, we're
climbing
like
up the
sticking out
rubble.
sore thumbs.
Well,
Pass without a trace, then.
Well,
then I can speak in English. I wouldn't have to speak in common time. I wouldn't have to
Alright,
worry
you got silence works.
Yeah, but I can speak words. You know.
The one problem is no one knows the alchemist's name, so you could turn into him.
He's a high-ranking person. No one needs to know his name. You just go, hey, sir,
That's
yes,
true.
sir.
And that's,
Oh, how are
I guess
you?
that's all you have to say to people when they're like, what's your name?
Yeah.
I'm a high-ranking person.
You know,
I don't need to tell you my name.
I tell you my name. I'm in charge of you.
Well, why don't we, why don't you just work yourself, carrying the whole...
I can.
Yeah,
That's the easiest solution.
Easiest solution instead of...
Yeah.
Alright, so the problem with Vortex Warp is it only affects other people. But I think you also have Misty Step.
I do have Missy Step. That's what I'm saying. I could work
So
next to
you
someone.
can give someone
the portable hole
the portable hole
with people
with people in it, Vortex Warp that person,
Yes.
And then Misty
and then Misty Step
myself
after that.
there after that. That's
Well, couldn't
the-
they all just hop out of the portable hole, take a couple breaths, hop back in, and then, you know, and then
Yeah, no,
you
wouldn't
could
all
just
be in the
Misty
same
Step
10
and-
minutes.
Right,
Wouldn't all
just
be in the
Misty
same.
Step and they'd all go with them.
Well, yeah, he could do that. He
that's
could
the other
he
part.
could do that.
Yeah.
But it's going to be even tighter because in that situation,
We had Hutzel.
Duffin is now thrown into the hole as well.
Yeah.
You guys were already accordion stacked inside that hole. The hole opening,
Well,
it's only 6 feet diameter.
wait a minute.
Yeah.
What other?
It's deep,
creatures
but it's
can-
only like 6 feet.
Anything
Yeah.
that.
And then you're just
Fly.
piling a bunch of people, big
Yes, I can.
people, on top of each other.
Mauricio went first.
Yeah.
You just turn to a
make
mouse
it a
and
point
screw
of
your way up there,
I mean, I could probably turn into any number of things
Yeah.
to get over
and
there.
then just screw your way up there, and
Yeah.
that's another difference.
But since
Yeah.
I'm already a giant bat, why would I need to?
Because you're no longer going to be a bat now.
Okay.
We've used
Yeah,
that.
the bat got you into the keep. It would be weird if the bat was
like wandering around the keep.
right.
Why is this bat here?
Okay.
Who lost their bat? Keep track of your bats, people.
Then I guess I can just turn into a mouse and hang out on your shoulder as you vortex work yourself over.
Well, the Misty Step, yeah.
He's gonna Misty Step. Somebody has to be outside of the hole, holding the hole to get vortex whipped.
No, I'm gonna keep you guys. You're gonna get out of the hole. get your breath.
He's going to use a
Put you
wild
back in the
shape
hole.
to get across.
And then I'm going to misty step to where we need to go to.
Oh. That's fine. Let's do it.
All right.
Let's do it.
So the only problem with that,
Yes.
vortex warp goes pretty far. Your misty step is much shorter. So that means you're going to have to get to where the rubble starts.
Yes.
And then misty step.
Correct.
So what is your plan to get where the rubble starts without being seen on the walls?
I'm just going to just walk.
Oh, you're going to walk as an orc?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Wait until nobody's actually.
So why misty step at all?
I'm not going to misstep until I get to the place where I need to.
Yeah, because he has to miss.
Well, because then it would still be weird if the one orc just decided to like come off his patrol and start rock climbing on the side of the, going towards the camp.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be part of one of his hobbies, you know.
Could be.
exercise. He's just getting
Could
some.
be, getting ready for the...
His steps in.
Practicing the raids, yeah.
Yeah. He's getting ready.
Yeah.
Getting his cardio in for the day.
Yeah.
Okay, so you basically use your misty step you have. You guys land. Duffin turns into whatever animal Duffin wants to turn into.
Mouse.
Yeah.
Well, I'd probably want to turn into something that actually was moderately decent at climbing. Or
He's
ran.
going to sit on my shoulder.
Yeah, but when the misty step doesn't take anything other beings.
Oh, I gotcha.
Oh, okay.
Can you jump
Unless you throw the mouse into the portable hole.
Like a spider.
Yeah.
He could do that.
Could do that.
Because the mouse will fit in
The
there.
mouse will fit in there.
Alright, that
There
works.
you go. Just
do
don't
that.
crush the mouse.
Yep.
I know.
Alright,
We
so
will
keep it with
spot
Mauricio.
spot.
What about something that could attack that he can use?
Well, if we need to, then we can. But
Spider.
we're not going to worry about that if we need to.
Yeah.
Alright, so that you guys are hatching your plan. You're coming up the stairs. Fortunately, I prepared many screens to display.
You can still do it. I told you I can get like a paper holder.
Yeah.
A what?
So you come up the stairs. You see in this, obviously it's aged ruins. There's like heirlooms on the wall that are rotten and tattered, and you see there's a room off to the side which must be some kind of like bed chamber, and then in the center of the room there is a throne, and then if you look at the chat,
Yeah.
there is the picture of the vial sitting on the throne.
And I sit there, I say, well, that's new.
And then flanking him are two grotesque creatures with these boils and bubbles constantly like popping with a kind of that green glow
Yeah.
that's similar to what you see at night, but then the flesh heals up and then it like pops again, and it's just all over, like these boils are all over these creatures. They're about like 8.5, 9 feet tall. And they're just sitting there like kind of like drooling,
Yeah.
staring at you.
This feels super safe.
So they're basically the junkyard twins from Nothing But Trouble.
Doesn't sound sanitary to me.
Like giant babies.
So I do look at him and see the,
No,
I
it's
see the
Bobo's
green
turn.
glowing eyes, and I do
Remember
say
the
to
Emperor
him,
and the penis nose?
my opening line is, well, that's new. You know, and
Your answer is
basically,
either yes or you get fed to the bone machine.
Dude, girl.
trying to act like I'm very unbothered by all of this.
Keep your cool. Keep your cool.
Trying to keep it together.
Yep.
Whatever. So you have returned.
Oh.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I've come to discuss.
What is there to discuss?
Yeah, why you stuck your feet there?
I'm not quite sure where you're going with this, Dad.
Bronson. Chris Brosnan.
I mean, I read here that you're in league with the Slumbering Worm, but you don't really want to be. What part of you is being influenced by him? What part's not? Like, what's your end game here?
My end game is what it's always been. Power at all costs. Unfortunately, the Slumbering Worm was not a creature that I be trifled with. As it's gained power, it has gotten stronger and stronger.
You didn't anticipate this?
I did not anticipate the magnitude of that creature. And unfortunately, it is difficult to break one's allegiance. But I'm glad you joined. We can help rise this army, and when I'm done animating every corpse this godforsaken ruin has left for us, we can crush the Black Hand and take the valley for ourselves.
And turn it into a valley of death.
A valley of subservience.
It's not much to rule if everything's dead. What power is there in that?
Power over everything. If you're the only one alive, then what is the difference between you and the god?
What happened to you as a child?
Everybody's wanted to say their father, callous.
I think there's other paths to take for this power, other than absolute death.
I don't really care about death. They're just a vehicle. He kind of stands up and he runs his hand across one of the creatures next to him. He goes, I first played with these creatures. They adapt to what I've implanted in them, and they are alive. Unfortunately, I don't have 40,000 of them to experiment on.
I'll have to disagree with that statement. They were not the first thing you played with. I'm pretty sure me standing here before you is the first thing that you played with.
As you're talking, he kind of is like, shh. The adult is talking. This is the first thing I experimented on with the shard. Power I did not have, otherwise you wouldn't be in the form that you exist in now.
In what form would I be in?
Something far greater.
But far more grotesque.
What is grotesque? While they're talking, you're trotting along the curtain wall, and you see a group of 8 orcs. They look at you and they're like, what are you doing? Did you feed the bats? Where's the rest of your patrol?
I flew ahead. They're behind.
Behind where?
Behind me. They're
They
coming.
kind of like, they look over and they're
They're not right behind me. They're coming, you idiots.
And one of them is like, where is Tyron? I haven't seen him report back.
I don't know. I'm not my day to keep track of them.
Give me a roll.
13 plus.
Can I roll a perception check to see if it looks like they're believing him?
You're a mouse inside of a hole.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, we can do
don't know
anything.
You're like in this international space,
Plus 5 is 18.
stuffed in with a rotting zombie, 2 dragonborn, a fucking elephant man, and a gith trying to find a place to keep his balls.
So in
out
other words, I'm going to
people's
need a lot
mouths.
of Axe body spray later
Yeah.
to deal with the
Using
stench.
charisma for this. They're also not very
Yeah.
smart.
Deception.
Yeah, 13 plus for charisma is 18.
So it'd
Deception
be
is plus
your-
8.
Yeah.
So
So
13
you
plus
get a
8.
21.
21.
They're like, all right, make sure you feed the bats, and tell Tyron when he reports back to talk to the Death Needle immediately.
Sure.
All right, so you walk past the patrol as they're going the other way. You make it to the end, the rubble. You use your Misty Step and deposit yourself onto the roof of the keep. You see the roof is kind of ruined at this point. You notice now that you're right there's not really like stairs so much as like part of the floor of the roof has collapsed and created stairs to the floor below it. And on the part right next to where the floor is collapsed, so it's floating above kind of like the air a little, is this stone about like that big, and it's glowing green, but the stone itself is like iridescent, like with the colors that oil looks like when you have an oil spill. Very similar to the opals you pulled out of Black Rock.
Ah.
I'll let you guys out of the hole.
All right, back to inside throne room.
Let's just grab the thing with the hole and fucking jump.
That's my plan.
See you, Skeet.
Not that part, but the other
Guys, I can cast silence.
How are we getting out of here?
Just right here.
That's a question. No, we'll worry about that later.
All right, when I come back to you, you guys can talk about that.
You just wait.
And what were we talking about?
We're talking about his experiments and the adult is talking.
Yes. So he's like, and he's just saying that he would have a much better form for you if he had the shard.
I turned to him and I'm like, I guess the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree.
That is a great thing to hear.
I'm conducting my own experiments.
Please tell me.
I tell him that I have Irish that you've made acquaintances with. He's
Yes.
currently looking into
The
how to-
dragon prophet.
Yes. She's currently working on severing the
What else in it?
worm larvae from the slumbering worm's consciousness in order to be used for other purposes.
He just kind of stares at you for a few moments, and you can
Jump in
tell
the
that
water.
like he's blinking because the lights kind of go out for a moment and then come back. That is very interesting. This iris, as I suspected, has much more to her
It's a warp
than
stone.
I think you
Might be a little-
understand.
Never
Yeah,
get
but
kills.
I'm sure of that.
Yeah. So I'm trying to capture.
I see you passed through the courtyard and saw my experiment with the iron coffin. It will be a wonderful
Hey, can we hear
artillery piece.
This? Can we?
I still have
So now that you're on the rooftop,
I still have
you
Misty
can. They're not
So do I.
speaking overly loud, but you can
too.
hear the conversation.
It's
You
a
can
level
hear
2 spell.
people
I can do it
speaking
many times. And I
because the throne room is
Right below.
directly
So sure,
below
it's
the
like
roof
a-
of the keep.
Alright,
Cast
okay.
it up to 7 times. With
So we can hear what's going on.
Well, an elephant can.
And it will be a wonderful artillery piece to augment my forces that march south as we speak.
Towards Spellcross.
Velcross is just a bump on the way to eliminate the Count, Regent, whatever he wants to call himself.
I don't disagree with that.
Count Chocolate.
Once he's eliminated, and I finish animating the rest of the bodies of this lake, all this valley, all,
I'm carrying you in.
and I can raise you to be like myself. And together, no one within the Black Hand would resist
And then
us.
take it all.
What do you look like behind that mask these days?
And then
Where's his face?
And where is Mom?
on the roof.
Oh, God.
To where they are.
Where you saw his face? Remember I took his head off? No, that was Connor.
No,
Oh, that was
that was
The vial, the only experience you have is
You can hear
him leaving the boat,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
this
there's one
time,
before that.
and then you saw a vision
Yeah.
of him with the Harbinger.
yeah.
Seems like
I do not know. Your mother never agreed with the treatments I gave you. Unfortunately, Allison had to be removed.
Killed your wife. That bastard.
you killed Mom.
That's a twist.
You killed
That's a
Mom.
twist I wasn't expecting.
You could be lying.
He could be.
Apologize to Allison.
Now that you're here, there is no time left for talk. The armies are moving.
That they are. Doesn't seem like there's going to be much that can stop that.
Not after I've finished emptying the lake. Then there will be nothing in this valley. And by the time the Imperium decides it wants to stop us, it will be too late.
And what of the Harbinger?
Arberton is a charismatic ally, and he has his place. He doesn't appreciate the sole pursuit of power.
No, but somebody above him clearly does.
You have read my notes. I do suspect that even the Harbinger has someone else. But it doesn't matter. Whoever it is, together. Once I rebuild you and your brother, will stop us.
I kind of like myself glad right now.
That is only because you shut your mind off to a real possibility. Alright, back to the roof. What you guys are doing? You guys are
I'm
kinda
trying to
hearing
stall
it.
as much as I can here.
They should henceforth to give you some power now so you can see what he's talking
Quietly
about.
let them out of the hole.
Okay.
Quietly, two Dragonborn and a fucking old
You're like, "Ugh."
Quiet. I cast silence. Okay. You cast silence.
Now we can't talk to each other.
You know, we can't talk to each other.
Now remind me.
You're trying to come up with a plan.
I'm suggesting it, but I'm not
No, because
casting
we
it.
gotta do a plan first.
Yeah.
I'm letting you guys out of the hole, and then I'm going to take the hole and put the shard inside the hole. I'm gonna take the
You're
hole.
gonna shart in the hole.
Jeez. Capture the shard inside the hole.
Capture that shark.
That's a good plan.
Misty step down to the shoreline.
No.
No, we're gonna go down on top of the pile, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna attack the vial.
No.
We're-
We're just gonna land next to him.
You should throw the hole over the vial.
What am I doing? Yeah, if that's the plan.
Why not?
So you're doing this right now?
Well, no, because you can't miss the.
I need more
when you cast-
information.
No, I can't do it. Because when you cast Misty stuff, that's a
Yeah. Unfortunately, we can't communicate with each other.
Look for a way out.
Yeah. Huh?
We should look for a way
We
out.
Well,
technically
while-
don't know where
While
they
we're
are.
doing this, I'm going to ask him
No,
what his
we know
interest
where
in Ebrios
We
is.
know we're under.
Could we throw the black hole or the vial?
No, because he's underneath us in another room.
Well, the black hole isn't a very good prison, so like
Yes.
you can use your action
It's
to like put it over someone.
It's a way to store stuff.
and
It's not a way
with
to
a DC 10 string check, someone can just basically
Pull
open the
himself
flat
out.
back up.
Yeah. It's a way to store things, not a way to.
But
fucking be-
when he goes to open it back up, and his arms comes out, I can slap him with the freaking shackles.
or the bagman.
Or
can
you
get
could just cut his hand right off.
him. Or the bagman can get him.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
do that too.
Or the bagman can get him. So there you go.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, and then I'm
You're
curious to see
saying
where
let's get out of here?
you're pretty
Yes.
quiet, Hustle. You're up there.
Yes.
Yeah, I am.
Well, what are your thoughts?
Make it just a true heist.
What would you guys want to do here? Like, what are we
You know what?
Put
We
the rock in the
have
hole.
the stone, so technically we can.
My thought is we'd use
That
the stone as a
stone-
bargaining chip with the
Us
body.
having it would prevent him from continuing.
You couldn't
Which
do
is what we
anything.
need to do.
Right.
So let's
Right.
go.
We're
get-
So
stopping.
let's get the stone.
Get out of here. Let him do his thing. Maybe get a little power out of it. You walk out. You
I
know,
don't want to leave him
They
behind.
can be kind of
No,
buddy
he's
buddy
fine.
while
He's
you know,
fine.
All right.
And
I
then
want
we
this
catch-
noted
catch Violet.
in your mind
Yeah.
that I'm the one that's saying go and save you, and
I am
these idiots
so
are all like,
fine
let's leave
right
him
now.
by himself.
You know what? The
When the
plan
whole time
is,
you're thinking I'm the one that doesn't like you, these guys want to leave your
so
ass.
the plan is the heist. So if we get the stone, we get out without a trace. That was the whole plan.
No, we have it.
Yeah, it's
We have
fine.
it. We
I
go
have a
deeper.
backup plan.
We're
It's probably not going to work,
Yeah.
but we'll go with it.
We have
Whatever.
We have a bargaining chip.
Yes, that's my thought.
Oh man, I'm just swamped. I got a wedding to plan, a vacation to mess up, and all this laundry to fold. how am I gonna get an exquisite cheese platter to show up at my event? Oh, Front Porch Charcuterie. That's right, Front Porch Charcuterie. Located in Northern Connecticut, ready to execute all your party plans. Take a look at their personal platters, even the mid-sized round, with fresh figs and fresh seasonal cheeses. That's Front Porch Charcuterie.com.
Hello, Dungeonetics is a Dungeons and Dragons podcast. This is what we sound like.
14.
You rolled a 20. You're toast. You got nothing.
You almost got him.
See, you got a 20.
But he made a saving throw.
You got a 20.
I hate Dungeons and Dragons. Albert, make a death save.
Well, hold on a second.
You never thought you'd hear about
Can I use my second
You
win?
can trust us. We're professionals. You can also find us in all things Dungeonetics. That's all things. Facebook, Instagram, and even gmail.com. Have a wonderful adventure.
My thought was getting a bargaining chip.
We might
not-
need the vial to defeat the Slumbering Worm.
I thought the whole plan of the whole thing was to get the vial to flip. That was where
That's
the whole
what
thing
he's
was.
doing.
We
He's
want-
discussing.
So
We
if
want-
we have the stone, we have the thing that
Right.
leverage against him.
We want his power to defeat the Slumbering Worm.
Yes.
Because it's more powerful than he is.
Yes.
Alright, so if we get the stone, we put it in the black hole.
Correct.
I really
Do
think I
we
should do it.
do we go in
Yes.
as backup? But the idea is the vial. Obviously, some shit's gonna go down if he sees us come running in there. Like
Yes.
it's not gonna go. It's gonna go south.
Right.
So, is there a way
I could.
you could send him a message so we can maybe get the vial in the black
Yes.
hole just
No.
briefly to transport him out? And then we have leverage.
Something
We have the stone. We have him.
Time.
We have him out. He
I think
can't
it's
call
a
back.
trap.
Yes, but if I put the
You know,
stone
this
in
trap
the
in this
hole,
room like a glyph,
and then
so
put
if someone
him in the
grabs
hole.
it, it won't alert.
He's
I think
oh,
that's exactly.
oh, oh.
Excuse me.
Yes.
I thought you were
And
talking
then
about
No,
in the
we're
same
talking
place.
now.
Yes.
Yeah, but at the same
John.
time, he does not know where he
I'm
is.
just gonna, because this is analysis paralysis, and I need information right now. I will, as quietly as I can, cast Find Traps.
Okay.
That's gonna be 100 area, 120 range, one action, instantaneous. You sense the presence of any trap within range that is within the line of sight. A trap for the purpose of this spell includes anything that would inflict or a sudden or an unexpected effect you would consider harmful or undesirable, which is specifically intended as such by its creator. Thus, the spell would sense an area affected by the alarm spell, a glyph of warding, or mechanical pit trap, but it would not reveal a natural weakness in the floor, an unstable ceiling, or a hidden sinkhole. This spell merely reveals a trap that is present. You don't learn the location of each trap, but you do learn the general nature of the danger posed by a trap you sense.
Okay, you cast that. It's very not almost a trap, but intentional harm kind of fits in that on the stone.
So we can't actually touch it, but we could throw
I'm
the
not gonna touch
the
it.
hole
The
over
thing
it.
is to put the hole over top of it.
Yeah, I think we need to
And
bring
keep
it
it
to
that
Black
way,
Rock
like-
and set it back in the cradle.
I pass that message on to Wolfsman.
And I go, okay, I wasn't planning on touching it. I was planning on doing the whole
I'm just doing everything.
feel
that I
Indiana
can.
Jones.
Yeah, well, I mean, I
Slide.
opened an envelope last
You
time,
can
dude, and I was
set it
stuck in
back
a
in
room
there
for
too.
24 hours. So.
Yeah, but you opened envelope. You opened. And I'm not
I know.
opening.
I know, but
I'm not
still.
opening anything. I'm capturing. Something.
Well, he did the right thing because
Yes.
anything
No,
could happen.
Hutzel, what are your thoughts?
I have none. I have none.
All right,
You guys just gonna do it? Are you gonna take
Yeah.
a vote?
I don't
Hightail.
want to leave Skeet there.
Me neither.
And I want to use the vial to defeat the Slumbering Worm.
Yes.
So,
You guys do know, in reading the journal, that the harbinger in the communications between the letters in the journal, that the harbinger has been using their possession of that stone to keep the Slumbering Lord their ally.
Yes. So then he wouldn't be
Oh,
we'd break that.
that's awesome. Let's do it.
I know, that's what I'm just like.
Yeah.
But the part that we're not focusing on, the hole in the stone, we've got that figured out. After we do that, then what?
We go down.
Because obviously,
Suicide mission,
once
sir.
you do that, the green glow disappears from
Suicide.
everything. He's gonna immediately notice that.
Yes.
We need to get the hell out of here because we can't lose the black hole. We can't lose the stone.
We
We need to leave.
we have a bargaining chip, and we can't just leave Skeet there.
Yes, that's
Because
what
he's
I'm
going to immediately suspect that Skeet had something to do with the
Yes.
fact that the green glow is gone.
Yes.
And that's going to be bad news for
Could
Skeet.
Skeet talk his way out of
You
it?
can warp him.
I can't see him.
Yeah, he needs to see him and see where he would warp him to.
I can
Also-
see where I warp him to, but I
Yeah.
can't see him.
What about a whisper? You want to know where our plan was?
Yeah, you would have to go along where the crumbled part is, so you can see down there, and then once you cut sight of him, you could try pulling him with a warp.
Yeah, but doesn't mean his dad couldn't stop that.
Well,
Decapitate you or turn you into a newt of some sort.
So yeah, okay. Well, I mean, my backup plan is pretty. It's gonna. I mean, it would require a miracle.
Alright, so you guys are pretty much that's your gonna plan.
Also, I have a Hail Mary like on my 2 fingers. So
Yeah, well, that was kind of going to be my backup plan. Is I was going to be like Ebrios, if you get me out of this, I will
So-
really.
So,
we just need to have a
that's
plan.
that's your
all.
plan. Your plan is
grab the stone. Get down Skeet.
someone's gonna portable hold the stone,
Mhm.
and you're gonna try to sneak around and pull him out with a warp. And
No, we're going to try to get down
I'll
there.
grab just.
Oh, then you're gonna go down
The
there.
highest saving throws in case something happens to me. I can.
Is there
I
is
can
there
assist
like a
them.
way down?
there's, like I said, the floor is partially crumbled,
Right.
and that is turned into kind of like a stairway. The stairway must have been where
Fallen
the
in.
rubble is.
Yeah.
So it goes right down into the throne room.
Okay.
So the throne room just has one of its
So we can
roof
walk.
that you
So we can walk down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Godspeed, sirs. Bless.
Alright, so I hand you the hole.
All right. So who's being blessed?
The dragonborns.
we both are.
You better use your
In Orion's.
all your weapons.
This might be the end, good buddy.
In Orion's blessing, I bring you.
So,
Well, don't you get 3 targets?
Yeah, I'm just gonna do.
Well, how about yourself?
Oh, do me.
Oh no.
All right. So you use bless. You guys are gonna learn. So we go back downstairs. And what was the last thing?
Just against the slumbering worm.
Okay.
It's hard to believe any fiendish entity of any kind would do
All
something
right.
out of the kindness of their heart.
Yes. So while you're saying that, Rogar, you're portable holding.
I'm shield of faithing. I'm blessed. And I guess I'm the target if the vial doesn't like me. But it'll be in another plane, so we may not see it.
Yes.
All right. So here's where we play from here. Though you come down with the hole.
Yeah.
As soon as it touches the field around the stone, you can feel an enormous amount of scattered energy. It goes into the hole. And with it, at that moment, like a thunderclap, the area where you are, and including down where you, is just dead silence. Like a foreboding dread of that, like silence right before something happens.
I start looking around like really
And then-
confused looking.
You hear a crack as the portable hole explodes outward, and you see fragments of it shatter in all the directions. The stone still sitting there kind of slowly like levitates back and clatters to the roof, except the roof isn't there because there's a big hole where it swallowed up the floor underneath it. So it falls down slowly like feather fall down to the throne room below. Meanwhile, all the zombies that had been embedded with shards of this material from another plane that's also in those two creatures downstairs. They explode within about a quarter mile around the keep. So you just hear a crack and like the water kind of dips.
Oh.
And then it just shoots up like a wall of water about 1,000 feet radius in all directions of the keep. As all the undead near this keep detonate all at once.
That is pretty awesome.
Nuke.
And
40,000? Oh my god.
it happened. That was what I was talking about.
That is what you were talking about?
Wait, what were you talking about?
Well,
Is there something that we're
there's
not
something you
aware
guys
of?
don't know. It's been a long storyline, but
The tattoo.
that's
Destroying the magical field on it like that, it was what I was talking about.
Oh, right. I thought there would be some sort of, like, you said ritual or something, they were going to do something.
Alright, you gotta start rolling your
So-
swim check.
So I kind of like look around. I look at the vial like deep, like right in the eyes. I'm like, what the fuck just happened?
Well,
You want to explain what happened?
well, John, it's going to be interesting.
So the gem was temporarily in a different dimension when it entered the hole, so its connection to everything else just blinked out of existence, causing it whatever it was connected to.
Brian.
Yeah, Brian. So
Yeah,
you were
what happened
given the
now?
keys to the kingdom.
So-
I'm assuming.
Is the tattoo on your butt?
So inside
Part
the
of
throne room, I'm actually gonna draw my sword and everything, but turn my back on my father, so it looks like I'm turning to defend him.
Okay.
Is your butt tattoo written in that special ink boot?
Well, I mean, so we're all up there on the roof, and obviously whatever happened just happened.
Yes.
So we're all seeing it.
Yes.
So, you care to explain what happened so that we know what we're seeing?
Oh, look at John.
I'll
Tell us what happened.
I hold on. There's no telling, really.
It is a difficult thing to.
I'm not going to be telling.
That's fine.
Drago might be.
Showing?
Why do you draw? I got
And we
He
might
might
go
be
to
Shelling.
the
He might be.
Turning into Ebrio?
He might not be. He might not know where he is right now.
You've been possessed this whole time.
Drago was. He was being rented.
Possessed.
Like a mule?
You're possessed, is what you were saying.
It is then that we realized
That Ebrios was after the shard.
we got the real Drago the entire time.
Now you have the real Drago.
All right, here we go.
Oh, so this one's gonna fight in the front lines? Is that what you're saying?
Is this what actually know what it's doing? This whole time you've been faking that you don't know what you're doing?
No, I've been playing. I don't know what I'm doing. I'll say it that way. But fighting in the back lines was because of that.
You didn't want to. Yeah,
Oh, that's
lose your-
cool. That's a good touch, actually.
It helps that you don't know what you're doing. So
I can't, I'm not going to go into the meta until after.
And I say, what the fuck was that? And I turn direct. I draw my weapons and turn directly towards the door to make it look like I'm.
You protect them.
Yeah.
But you're really.
Well, nice guy.
Yeah, you're a nice guy.
I thought they exploded.
They did not.
They did not.
Like you said, the two creatures next to him exploded.
No, I said all the zombies did.
Okay.
Oh,
These
and
creatures-
and the two creatures.
These
next to
sea creatures did. All their boils kind of exploded out,
Oh,
but they
you-
like
him. Oh,
like Deadpool and Wolverine.
Gotcha,
They
gotcha.
started like healing
Regenerating.
back up.
Yeah, gotcha.
You
Okay.
can kind of guess what they are.
There's zombies.
They're trolls, man.
They're trolls.
Well, the zombies died.
Oh, no.
Zombie
no.
trolls.
Nearly impossible to kill.
Oh, nothing.
Yeah, you have to.
Oh, I know, but
You have to like burn their corpses or something, right?
I don't know. We don't know that. We've never fought trolls before, so we'll find out.
No.
So I'm kind of torn on my exit plan here, if it's going to be allowed.
Well, better be through those
John, can I
trolls.
sidebar?
You can do whatever you want.
This sidebar brought to you by coffee. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm wearing a leg.
Sorry.
I mean, it's not like he's gonna know it was us. Right?
Just these guys on the roof. Who would know those guys on the roof what they're doing up there?
I'm sure the giant green exploding light in the 10-foot high tsunami wasn't an indicator that someone was on the roof.
Yeah. I mean, me turning to do this is to make it look like that I had no idea that you guys were there. You know, so I'm like trying my best to.
The one thing you do notice is the trolls no longer have those like boiling, festering green wounds.
Okay.
So those did like burn out when the ritual above was disrupted. Alright, at this point, I think it's time for everyone to roll initiative.
Oh yeah.
19 plus 3, so 22.
Alright, 19 plus 1. Oh, sorry.
So, just for perspective, can now we see down into here? Is that what that
Yes.
is?
Yeah, that gap is the shared hole on the roof.
Oh,
And then
So now we can see down
gross.
here.
Oh, God. It's a 2, sorry. Plus 1. I rolled a 1. I'm glad I got that on my, I'm assuming,
We get to go first.
beautiful
I
dice.
got a 16
Or last.
plus.
I guess this is good because I'm the healer.
Yeah, 1. 17.
Would you got a 2 Horatio?
Yeah.
Sir Rogar?
19 plus 1.
Was that?
20.
Say it one more time.
17.
Wolfsbane?
11.
17, Drago?
You got.
And Skeet?
22.
Sorry, that's cool. That's really cool.
We attacked a while. What's going on, guys?
We can talk.
You can pass.
We can talk.
I know.
Yeah.
Alright, Skeet, you are first.
I don't want to be first.
I really don't want to be first.
Talk it out.
Go to the
I'm
door.
still gonna be like, seriously, what the fuck was that?
Head to the door, like you're guarding the door.
Yeah, I guess I'll move to the door, kind of like I'm peeking out, and I'm gonna hold my action for.
What, you have to, you can't just hold
Yeah,
it.
I know. I have to
You
figure out
ready
what that's
something
gonna
you
be.
want to do in response to something.
I will ready.
Can you dodge when I throw something at you?
No, that's an automatic reaction. I don't need to ready that. So
He's a 23.
um,
20.
I guess
Hunter's mark.
that's also a bonus action. I can.
Yeah, what did Rogar get?
Can I ready bonus
Oh,
standard,
right, you're
standard
19.
action or
Sorry, not
just
19.
one?
Yeah, you can just ready a standard action.
Okay. I don't know.
Oh, we got all. Just,
Don't you have stabby stab, whatever it's called?
Yeah, I have stabby stab. That's my job, is to stab.
Just ready stabby stab.
just say we'll talk later and leave.
No. Just ready like
Pretty sure there's gonna be something.
sneak attack. Is that a thing you can do?
I am going to.
I already said that's a bonus action.
No, it's. Yeah. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to you.
That's
Like,
all right.
I guess I'm going to ready.
What's
Already.
the room on the roof?
Mark, what's your initiative?
Oh, yeah, there you go. What's that gap in between?
That's the hole that you can look down in. This is the roof. That's left. This is the hole into the where they are.
So we're at the of the stairs, I assume?
I'm going to.
Kind
I
of.
guess.
Kind of the stairs are.
Are we literally on top
Above-
of this?
above them, yeah.
Yes. Is that?
We're above them.
Stairs are kind of like this.
I'll ready my. I guess I'll ready my crossbow.
13.
Oh, okay. Alright. Let's see what you did.
I'll ready my crossbow for a possible sneak attack or whatever. But I don't know how I'm going to do that.
Well, so you
Okay.
can.
I'm
You
gonna.
can't ready a sneak attack. You can ready an attack, and if it is a sneak attack,
Right.
it is a sneak attack.
So I'm gonna ready an attack with the crossbow. I'm gonna make it look like I'm getting ready to shoot out the door, but like, as people funnel through the door, I'm gonna like turn it and go like that towards one of the troll
What do you
things.
guys want to say?
maybe.
Okay.
But and hopefully get a sneak attack out of it. But
What's
I
going to
don't
be your
know.
trigger?
my trigger is going to be enough cover to make it seem like somebody else did it.
That's a very vague trigger.
I don't know. I don't know.
Misdirections.
All right, Sir Rogar.
Rogar.
I don't know. I mean, what did you guys want to say to this guy?
You know, like, what are we doing here? Are we attacking,
Can I-
running,
Could
jumping?
I like? Could I get an answer out of him? Like, what the fuck was that?
I'd say okay.
You can see like the green in his eyes kind of falters. He's like,
His eyes didn't blow up.
options.
His eyes didn't blow up.
I walk with purpose, and instead of I sheath my weapon, and I walk towards him and I say,
You gotta walk downstairs. Then go over there.
Well, yeah, he would
Oh, this roof
coming down
connected?
the stairs.
Yeah.
See, like the rubble is going down like that.
Oh, so this is roof's here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're literally
Oh,
on top
gotcha.
of that.
Because the stairs is basically just collapsed roof.
Gotcha.
It's a more ramp. than
So you're just like kind of like coming down the rubble from the top. And
I followed my friend here. We read your notes, and we almost believe your cause. Almost. We understand you. Why not join us?
Someone as simple as you don't understand me.
he kind of looks like with anger at Sky. He's like,
You came here with false pretenses.
I did not.
I came here to learn more about what my friend here is doing.
I did not know they followed me. And then I trained my crossbow onto Rogar.
you can kind of see him. His hands are like gathering a ball of like energy.
He's like, I will show you what I'm here for.
You didn't get back to me on the sidebar.
Yes, you would need some way of communicating. Or are you just praying?
Pray.
You can pray. See what happens. Drago?
No, it's me first.
We had a roll off.
We had a roll off, and Oates was on top. Drago's underneath him. Then it goes.
Oh, that's hot.
Yep. Then it goes. Then it goes. Duffin at 13, Wolf at 11, and myself at 2. That's according to what I have.
Alright, then Otis?
I'm gonna walk that. I don't know how much I can walk. Where can I end up?
You're coming down. Are you bringing in the zombie boy with you?
Oh, yeah, of course. He follows me everywhere. What's my range and hold person?
60
John.
feet.
Oh,
60?
90.
Nice.
Whole monster is 90 feet, but whole person is 60 feet.
Yeah.
Is he a monster? Only measure.
Where's the stone?
And
This
the hole?
The stone
It's in the
is
throne room.
right about here.
Okay.
What happens if you touch the stone?
I don't know. No one's actually physically touched it
We
yet.
sensed the
Okay.
trap. We sensed the trap.
New trigger.
Well, you sense the trap, but a large amount of energy did get dissipated.
Yeah, I'm totally.
So
going
is
for
that
it.
the trap, or is there an additional trap?
I'm
I
going for it.
Ooh, a trap within a trap.
What?
I'm gonna touch the
I
stone.
know.
Well, you're not there yet.
Yeah, you get
Why?
out.
No, I am. I had to walk by it.
No, that is the bottom of the rubble going up,
This is turning tits up.
and that is the top of the rubble
so
going
walking.
down.
Oh, yeah, the arrow's pointed that way. So.
Yeah, because this is the lower floor. So if you wanted to
It's
go
gonna be
up,
crazy.
you'd go in that direction, and up there, if you want to go down, you'd go in that.
How big is the stone?
Oh, the stone's like this.
So it's about 5 pounds.
Maybe.
Would I have seen it, or is it kind of buried?
No, it slowly just fell down.
All right, I'm gonna I'm gonna try to pick it up with a mage hand.
I kind of wish I.
You're gonna do that instead of whole person?
I wish I knew that was right there before I did my action.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
You can bring it to you.
All right. I'm gonna look at Desero and say, "Hold this."
Alright, so you see a little spectral hand kind of grabs it and brings it towards him and gives it to his zombie.
You're a genius. I think mentally.
And nothing happens. The zombie's just holding the stone.
Of course.
And I tell him to not let go for anything.
Okay. Drago?
So Drago wakes up. I'm a little confused.
A little groggy.
A little groggy, but Horatio, I don't recognize you.
You know of him, because
I know of him.
Hey,
Kellen.
hey, what do you mean?
Where'd you come from?
Are you serious? Do you know all the times that we spent do you remember? Okay, wait, stop. Do you remember when we were in Fellcross?
I don't think this is a time for this.
Later!
No!
Later! Later! Well said. Well said. Okay.
You sure?
You better work it, dude. Paul would say.
I guess I'm just gonna go.
Alright.
No,
I'll help you a little.
A part of me, because I'm confused and I don't know where I am.
I think you perfectly summed it.
Yes, and
I'm going to put you currently under the effect of a confusion spell. Give me a 1d10 roll.
Oh God.
That doesn't. Sorry.
Yeah, that's okay.
0.
10.
No,
That's a 10.
That's a 10.
10.
Yeah.
That means you can act normally.
Okay.
You have a moment of clarity.
Clarity. All right, guys.
Yes.
I was possessed. If you remember the doll.
No, he doesn't.
No.
You don't. You weren't there. Well, were you there?
I wasn't there either.
Yes, you were.
No, you were.
That's how
Everybody was
they
there.
do it.
Plus him.
That was the Halloween episode. Yeah.
Oh my god, that was a long
Do you
time
remember
ago.
playing in my basement?
You got
That was the doll. When
2 Halloweens ago.
when you got
Yeah.
pinpricked.
Yeah.
You've been possessed that long?
So,
Yes.
during that episode, when you were having the final battle in the attic, and there was a few people, there was those other guys
That's right,
that you
just the
recruited. So, there was a point where Skeet was dual wielding his rapier and the silver thing, and he attacked the witch with the silver thing, didn't do anything. Then he went crazy and was attacking people, and you went and you're like, oh, the silver needle didn't do anything. You threw it away. You went back to using your dagger, and I was like, Duma, that was not a smart thing. And you're like, what? And I'm like, I will tell you later. If you had hit him with the silver needle, it would have ended his possession.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that whole time.
But so that whole time, he has been the spirit of that doll,
Who didn't want you
and
to
not
get
Drago. And that spirit of the doll was created and in direct communication with Ebrios.
Also, there was a lot of choices that were made, especially with the Fae, that the doll had in mind. So, and yeah, let's just say that. And it was self-preservation. That's why I
Drago at
wasn't
this
the
point
front
knows
line.
nothing of the vial.
Yeah.
He does not know where you are. The last thing he
You're new to the
remembers
crew.
is being in that mansion.
So
is he still in level 7? Does he even have any
I'm level 1! No.
All that's going to stay the same. But this is also going to be an explanation for the transformation when he changes classes and new rules.
Okay.
As his powers are going to start faltering because his powers were derived from his pact with Ebrios.
Okay.
Which has now been severed. And next time you see him, he will be different than he is now.
I think the bigger thing to pull away from this is that once we did that to the stone, his pact with Ebrios ended.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, because
the doll.
The doll, his spirit, the soul of Drago, has been trapped in that doll that the fake Drago buried in the ground outside the manor house.
Yes.
And his spirit has been buried alive
Oh no.
for like 6 months.
So
Holy crap.
throw the stone and
There you have it. Now we all have the reason why Drago was so goofy this entire time. He just fully checked out, and now is fully checked in. And we hope you're fully checked into our episodes of Dungeonetics. Thank you very much for listening to Dungeonetics. We can be reached in all things Dungeonetics. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's really just Instagram. I don't know how you kids do it with your TikToks and your Instas and your Snapchats and your tweets and your X's and your threads and your open blue skies and your Discords. Get out of here. The music that you heard during the beginning of the episode is provided by Kellen. The music that you're currently hearing by Virus of Ideals. Oh, Gavis Brown, thank you very much as well. Remember, adventurers, each inside every one of you is a 42-year-old man trying to get his son some medication so he doesn't cough during the night. I love you all. Goodbye.
Daddy, what's this?
Whoa, that's a big swing. Alright. Excuse me. We're going for a walk.
I said I was gonna go walk down the street.
Yeah, let's go this way. Put up your hood. If you put up your hood, you will lose less heat. That's science. You know why that's science? Why is that science?
I don't want to.
Fantastic. Alright. Now I gotta record this Dungeonetics thing. Are you ready?